everybody. I'm here on the porch. I was just out reading for my favorite book, The Yamas and the Niyamas. Today, my chapter was on Tapas. Tapas is our self-discipline, which is hard to have. Sometimes we're stuck at home. I wanted to share my reading with you from today's text, and then I thought we'd just do a brief practice together. So we'll start here. In those times when we don't know how to get through the next minute of what seems unknown and overwhelming to us, can we, like Jacob, so the author is referring to a story from the Old Testament about Jacob when he had a very, very bad day and had faced several challenges. Can we hold on to what has us in its grip, gripping it back, and not letting go until we are somehow blessed by it? Can we grow our ability to stay in the fire and let ourselves be burned until we are blessed by the very thing that is causing us the pain and suffering? The promise of a crisis is that it will pick us up and it will deposit us on the other side of something. Will we trust the process, or will we run and hide? Each moment is an opportunity to make a clear choice of right action. Quite often the choices that prepare us for the fire are options that vote against immediate satisfaction and pleasure. When we listen to our inner voice and surrender to staying present to the unknown, the unpleasant, and often to the grief and pain, we are preparing ourselves to benefit from and to be blessed by Tapas. Today, my intention card reads, believe. Today I experience a benevolent force looking after me. Help me believe that I need not face my challenges alone. With that, we'll just start to do some gentle shoulder rolls. And then rolling it forward. Go ahead and take that head to the side. Roll it forward and right over to the other side. Good. And again. And one last time. Good. Go ahead. Uncurl your feet. Just a nice gentle cat-cow here. Dropping the belly, lifting the eyes, and then rounding the back. And repeat. Inhaling, lifting the eyes. Exhaling, rounding the back. Coming back to flat back, we're going to thread the needle. So we're going to take your right hand, we're going to reach it through, pressing the left hand into your mat. Just resting the temple on the mat as well. Drawing the shoulder back towards the ear and back to the center. We'll thread it in the opposite direction. This time pressing the right hand into the mat. Drawing the shoulder back towards the ear. Good. We'll come up into our downward facing dog. Go ahead and bicycle those feet. Pressing the chest towards the upper thighs. Go ahead and step it forward. 1 foot at a time. We're going to come into our forward fold. Inhale, monkey. palms can be on the shins, or we can take those fingertips to the mat. Good. Inhale, we're gonna come all the way up. And exhale, release. Let's step that left foot back. Right foot is here in front. Twisting our hips towards the front of the mat, squaring up those shoulders. Big inhale. Hey, babe. Say hi.
Hi. Is this your YouTube channel?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Eyes to the sky, open active fingers, lifting, pressing through the feet. We'll open it up, go ahead and draw the belly in, pelvic floor in and up. Good, now reach it back for reverse warrior. Good, rolling the shoulder back and open. And release, we're gonna come into...
Are you recording
I
yourself?
am.
Oh.
Come into side angle. Our forearm is right on top of the quad. Those are my daughters.
I'm looking for a ball.
Again, rolling your shoulder back. You can hold right here. You can bring that hand down beside the inside of the foot. Reaching your left fingers away from the shoulder. Elongating the arm. And release. Let's find a crescent pose here. So walk those feet apart as if you're standing on railroad tracks as opposed to a balance beam. You can keep the back leg lifted or you can place it on the mat. Top of the foot is down as well. Inhale. The sun is gorgeous. You can twist, taking that left elbow across the thigh. Pressing the elbow against the outside of the right thigh. Turning the head, looking up towards the elbow. And then back to the center. Good. Press up. We'll just do a nice gentle flow here. Inhale, plank. Exhale, slowly lower crocodile. Inhaling. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Good. We're going to step forward with the left foot.
Watch out, Yachty got out.
Oh no, and it's Yachty.
Sorry about the video, Mom.
Run. Square up those hips and shoulders with the front of the mat. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, sink. Make sure our knee alignment is safe. We can see the big toe. Inhale, lift. Relax those shoulders. Reach it back, reverse, rolling the shoulder open. Good. Back to warrior two. And we'll transition into our side angle. Forearm sits on the top of the thigh. Reach the right fingers away from the shoulder. Just imagine somebody's gently tugging on those fingertips, making the arm long. You can bring that hand down. Maybe bring the hands together. Good, we're gonna transition into crescent. Walk those feet apart. Good, again, we can bring that knee down. Lift those arms overhead, eyes to the sky. Yes. Or you can leave the knee lifted. We can twist. Bringing that elbow across the midline of the body, so we're pressing against the outside of the left thigh. Turn the head. Looking for the elbow. Good, let's turn back to the front. We're gonna step forward and round your back all the way up. Good. Nice strong mountain pose. Spreading the toes just like roots of a tree. Drawing the shoulders back. We're going to balance on the right leg here. Draw that left knee up. You can hold right there. You can grab the big toe if you like, extending the leg long. You can take it out to the side. You can extend the opposite arm out. You can turn and look towards those fingers if you need more of a challenge. Good, really draw that toe up, pressing down through that right foot. Strong. Good. Release. Let's rotate. Both directions. Now, opposite sides. We're balancing on the left. We're going to bring the right knee up. Grasping the big toe. Focal point is important. Find a spot. Hold the eyes there. Open it up to the side. Drawing those toes up. Pressing strong through that left foot. Good. Rotate. Big inhalation. Exhale, swan dive, lean forward. Let's flow through one more time. Inhaling plank. Exhale, drawing the navel in and up. Inhaling forward. Come back to downward facing dog. We're going to bring your right knee forward. My favorite hip opener is pigeon. You can practice 4 points. If you have any issues with your knees or your hips, walking the hands forward. If you're practicing pigeon, go and roll onto the top of that left thigh. Inhaling up, bring the back leg around. Switch sides. Good. Walking the hands up. Let's come up onto the knees. We're going to practice our camel pose. We're going to roll those mats up, especially if you're on the porch like me, on hard surfaces. I'm going to turn to the side. You're going to come up onto your knees, tucking the toes under, pressing the fists into the sacrum, and dropping the head back. There's your first modification right there, nice and open through the chest. You can reach back one hand at a time, try to find the heels. Opening the heart and throat chakras. Or you can place the tops of the feet down flat. Walk it back up, 1 foot at a time. Good. We're going to come back onto your heels and find a child's pose. This time though, we're going to wrap your arms all the way around the outsides of your thighs. Really getting a nice full complete round in the back. Let's come back up onto the knees. We're going to work on our splits. Don't let that scare you. As always, there's lots of ways to modify it. We're going to take your right foot forward, and you're just going to lean forward. Bring that belly and the chest onto the upper thigh. Now, if you want to work on moving more into the split, you can move that forward foot a little bit more towards the top of the mat, and you can bring the back knee a little closer to the back of the mat. Kind of make those adjustments. You should just feel a nice, gentle pulling sensation in the hamstring. Good. Now, from wherever you're at, you're going to start, bring the hands beside the inside of the thigh, and then we'll switch it to the opposite side. So you're going to take your left foot forward. Again, you can slide, resting the belly on the top of the quad. You can bring the back knee towards the back. If you can come onto that thigh, great. If you cannot, that's perfectly okay too. The only difference between a person who is more flexible than a person that is not is the fact that the person with greater flexibility just has to go a little deeper to get to the same place. And then from wherever you're at, we're gonna start to walk those knees back in, and we're gonna come back to a seated position on your mat. Bring those heels in towards your groin for butterflies, squeezing the glutes. And exhale, let's round forward. And bring it all the way back up. Bringing the feet out. Exhale, let's bend it forward. Our staff pose. You can rest those hands on the shins, the ankles, the feet. Pull it back up. Good. Now, for this final portion, hopefully you're somewhere where you can get up against your wall. I'm going to use this pillar. We're going to practice legs against the wall pose. And we'll finish it out here. You're just going to come to a wall or a pillar, in my case. You're going to slide your hips right up against that wall. And then draw your feet up. Hopefully you can see me all right. Then you're just going to go ahead and relax your hands out to the side. The chest, again, is nice and open. Coming more aware of the breath. Settling into the earth. And I want you to stay right here for as long as you need to. As long as you'd like to. I'm going to leave you, but not without a closing intention. Just stay right there in legs, up the wall. This is from the final chapter in the Yamas and Niyamas titled Moving On. It is relatively easy to be kind, compassionate, open, and expansive sitting on the safety of my yoga mat. I can be deeply in love here. I can offer my practice as a prayer, but the question remains, will I choose love once I step off of this mat? The true test of love comes in the moment-to-moment ordinariness of life. Will I remain open as I walk back to my car in the dark? Will I find compassion in the face of judgment? Both yours and mine. Righteousness, both yours and mine. Will I keep the love connection with my breath when I am running behind or stuck inside with my family? Will I choose faith when my loved ones are in need? Will I be kind with house chores, with interruptions? These are the moments that our choices of fear or of love are most challenging and crucial. Namaste, friends and yogis. Have a blessed evening. I hope you can get out and get some sunshine.